How to tell if you're marriage material. Before you go on your next date, ask yourself this question. Would I date or marry myself? And with this question may seem like an abstract or introspective exercise, know that it holds significant practical potential. If your answer is no, or you're unsure, this isn't just a personal reflection. It's a signal that certain aspects of your life or character could be hindering your ability to cultivate a healthy relationship. If you wouldn't marry yourself, it's likely that you'll face similar difficulties in attracting or maintaining a fulfilling relationship with someone else. The question, would I date or marry myself? It serves as more than just a thought exercise. It can help you evaluate your readiness for a relationship by focusing on 3 key areas of your life. Your self-awareness. Healthy relationships rely on emotional connection, trust, and respect. If you don't understand your strength, your flaws, and emotional triggers, it's unrealistic to expect others to navigate them for you. Reflecting on whether you would date or marry yourself encourages you to examine your emotional availabilities. If you possess these traits that you wouldn't tolerate in a partner, then it's a sign you need to address those traits. Self-love or no may indicate a lack of self-compassion or alignment with your core values. Without self-love, you might settle for less or project unresolved issues onto your partner. Confidently saying yes to this question signifies that you recognize your worth and are ready for a relationship based on love, respect, and authenticity. Compatibility. Assess whether you could be content with someone sharing your habits, your outlooks, your lifestyle. This helps determine if you are prepared for a relationship where mutual compatibility can flourish. Listen, there are reasons why saying no to yourself can be problematic. Number 1 is that it impacts how you attract and choose your partner. Have you ever viewed yourself as a direct impact on the kind of relationship you attract? If you wouldn't marry or date yourself, it could signal deeper issues with self-worth. A lack of self-acceptance and respect might lead you to unconsciously choose partners who either reinforce your negative self-image or fail to meet the emotional standards that you deserve. Listen, in other words, if you don't believe you're worthy of being with someone like yourself, you may settle for someone who doesn't even value you either. And enter into relationships without a strong sense of self-worth, it sets the stage for unhealthy dynamics. Yes, unhealthy dynamics. It opens the door for settling for less than you deserve or allowing your boundaries to be crossed. When you don't feel good about yourself, you are more likely to accept poor treatment or pursue relationships that mirror your low self-esteem. Number 2, it hinders your ability to build emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy requires vulnerability, trust, and the willingness to let another person see you fully and your flaws and all. That's right. Do you know that partners tend to respond with greater support and encouragement and less judgment or criticism if they see you as yourself? However, if you don't value who you are, you'll likely hide parts of yourself or avoid deeper emotional connections out of fear that others will reject you too. Listen, this avoidance creates a barrier to emotional intimacy, preventing relationships from growing. Listen, without that depth connection, you can feel superficial or unsatisfying, often leading to loneliness, even in the company of others. But over time, this dynamic can cause relationships to either fizzle out or become trapped in cycles of mistrust and emotional distance. Oh yes, you can wind up with a lot of problems. If you don't see yourself as someone worth dating or marrying, it sends out unspoken signals that can repel potential partners. A lack of self-assurance can magnify in neediness, insecurity, or the constant seeking of validation, all of which can push away emotionally mature and available in individuals instead. You just might attract partners who exploit these insecurities or themselves emotionally unavailable. A weakness of sense of self not only affects your confidence, but also the dynamics of your relationship. When you constantly seek reassurance, it places undue pressure on the other person, creating an emotional imbalance and tension. Over time, it can be corrected. The connection and stability, it can what? It can produce a healthy relationship. It can. It's just something that you got to be willing to work on. Without a strong, eternal foundation, it's difficult for a relationship to thrive. A constant self-doubt can prevent deeper emotional bonds from forming. So, if you find yourself saying no to the ideal of marrying or dating yourself, don't panic. This realization is just a chance for you to grow and improve, okay? So, check it out. And let's get it, and see would you be the one to say yes to marrying yourself.